G'day Bill as well. This bloody battery out of a new VY Commodore I bought. It's only a year old. I tested it. Had about 550 out of 530 cranking amps. This is a good quality Delco battery, but when I started this morning it was dead. I put a battery out and it was quite warm. And I initially put this on first in case something in the car buggered up, so I put this on it and this overloaded and burnt the wire. It turns out this battery is almost 100 ohms across the terminals. In other words, it's gone short. There's an internal short in it. So something said, F you, I'm not working anymore in there, and this killed itself in there. Took all the cells down with it. It's like a big boat anchor for a resistor now, so it's a heavy duty megawatt resistor, I'm going to call it. That's basically all it is now, a resistor. So it's not doing anything. So what I did, I put it on the I put this on the MIG welder. I started at 12 volts, 250 amps in the welder, gave it a couple of pulses. Saying I've done something, tested it. It went from 3 volts static voltage in the multimeter to 4.5 volts on the multimeter. That's static voltage, no current to it. So what I did, I turned the MIG flat out 30 volts at 250 amps and forced 30 volts in the battery. And the MIG hummed and buzzed and almost tripped the bloody breaker. So yeah, I've never had that rotor loaded that hard. That rotor does not work that hard doing heavy duty welding, so goes to show how short this thing was. I tested this thing again, and this time it's actually holding the voltage and holding some current now. I tested it with that tester. It's gone down to 60 ohms. 64 milliohms on that tester. And it was holding about 11.2 volts. So it's coming up. The welder seemed to have fixed it. I'm not sure how long it's going to work for, but if it stays up, it stays up. Whatever went short in there, I must have blew it apart when I put the welder across it. Yeah, made in Korea. GM, see? This is a General Motors battery. So, bought the car from a Holden dealer, so they've obviously changed this battery out themselves. Had this style battery didn't fit because the terminals are the wrong way around. Positives on that side, and this one here negatives on that side. And some of the other ones I had, so I went and got one out of the another car, plugged in there for now. I've had to unclip the wiring loom that goes around the battery tray in the car. The negative wiring loom had all clips on it. I had to pull those clips out so I can get some extra bleed length to connect the other battery that has the terminals on this side. So now it fits in the car now. I just can't bolt a bracket onto the bottom of it because of that cable's in the way. Anyway, it's right, it's heavy enough not to bounce out of the tray. But the fan on this charger is to keep it a bit cool while it's trying to fix this battery. I shook it around and bumped it a couple of times like this on the floor just to see if anything sudden changed. So it doesn't seem to be anything loose in there. A plate or something's gone, or something somewhere shorted anyway. It's almost like there's some wire inside here, but just shorten it out continuously. But whatever it is, I'm saying to blow it apart with it, put the welder across it. Only time will tell if this battery will stay good or not. How long will it last? I don't know. It's just an experiment. But putting the battery across the welder can make it explode, so it's not something I'm going to recommend doing. But when you use proper safety precautions, it's fine. I don't smell sulphur or boiling. Don't smell any nasty gases coming out, so something's doing something in there. Let's just give it another test. It's been on for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes on the charger, it's dropped considerably. That's pretty good. It looks promising. More chargification. I'm going to start with a linear charger first. Once it's happy, I put the smart charger across it. Actually, I might do that now. It's got enough voltage and put this across it in boost mode. Put it on boost mode. A smart charger will tell me how bad the battery is. At least it's not going to go hold that down. It should boost. Yeah, the sun's cooked it. Oh, it's hot. Sitting in the sun. Hey, it wants to boost now. Because before it was so damn flat and full of resistance. This thing was just going on error code and flashing lights, so okay, put that across it. That bloody burnt the lead off. The circuit breaker didn't trip that. Burnt the lead off, that's how short that bloody battery was. But the welder seemed to have fixed it. Anyway, I'll come back in the next couple of days and see how this goes. So, for now, thanks for watching.